Hey there, and welcome to Rockwall Texas Living, the web's biggest blog on the smallest county in Texas. I am your host, Evan Matteson.
And I'm your co-host, Richard Matteson.
It's Real Estate Update again.
Yeah!
Well, there has been a lot going on this week.
Absolutely.
And actually, before we get into that, we want you to let us know. You can post your comments below this video. We've had a couple people say that our board's too small.
Oh,
Yeah.
too small?
But we'll be willing to get a bigger one if that will be helpful. So let us know if that's something that would be good for you, or if it's good for you this size.
Yeah, if you'd like to see the numbers where you can actually visualize them, then we might like a larger one. It's up to you. You let us know. We're looking for at least 10 votes on a yes or no basis.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay, there it is again. All right. Well, let's get into the numbers. Fabulous week this week. We really had a lot of stuff going on. Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, well, first of all, we got 5 brackets that we break prices of houses, and you can see them there. And then this is the total number, 653 current listings for the week that just passed us, which was April 20th through the 26th. And you can see how this first category, only 31 active listings in the 0 to 120. And then you go to 120 to 150, it jumps up to 47, but then it really explodes. In the 150 to 250 bracket, there's over 236 active listings right there. That's kind of the balloon in the middle of all this. And then there are a lot of other active listings after it, 164 and 165 in our categories. And obviously we know that there's a lot there because Rockwall has a lot of good upper end houses.
Yeah. So what I am really, really pumped about is this number right here.
Absolutely.
8 sales last week in our area. So that is a fabulous week. And look at this. They're all like mid-range all the way up. So
yeah.
We had 4 above 400,000. So that's really great to see. Just continues showing that Rockwall is a good area to live in, Rockwall is a good area to buy in, and people will realize that, and they're taking advantage of some of the really good deals that are out there right now.
Right, and we got back to our average here of about 90 days on the market for a sale. And that's just happening the same in Dallas County or whatever. It's right around 90 days. Okay. So the interesting thing is we always like to show you the number of showings that are taking place because that gives us some idea of what activity's happening, and that activity oftentimes turns into sales.
Yeah.
Right, and that we can see that in this week that last week's activity is producing, or weeks before that is producing good sales. So we look over at this board and you can see we've added a little arrow here, and so 86 showings in the bottom category, or the smallest category, 129 in the second.
Look at that.
And that's up, and then 432 showings in this category where there are 236 homes. Well, that would make sense because there's a lot more variety to go from, but that is also up from what the showing numbers were before. And then 123, and then 74 showings in the 400 and above, and that's really good and exciting to see those numbers happening. That's a great market, and there's a good amount of realtors that are showing houses in Rockwall right now, and there's an interest in that.
We're continuing with our trend of the 0 to 120 being a buyer's market, the 120 to 150 being a seller's market, little micro seller's market there, and then 150 to 250 is still a buyer's market, and so on and so forth all the way up. What we had indicated is that if we saw some of these trends from last week and the week before continue, that this one right here, this 0 to 120, might turn into a seller's market, a little micro seller's market, and we're actually going to run that update beginning of this next month. Right. We're going to look back at April, and we'll make any adjustments there that we need to based upon what the market's doing.
Yeah, we'll see if that's turned to a seller's market on the basis of inventory and time on market and all that. So the other thing that we found, which was very interesting, is out of these 432 showings and out of the 2 sales there and the 236 listings in the middle market of 150 to 250,000, that there was the most activity. There was 61% of the active showings took place between 165,000 and 200,000. 61% of those showings, over 264 showings, took place in 165 to 200,000. So there's some great stuff going on. Another high place was at 150, 145 to 150. There was 39% of the showings in this category right here were in the 145 to 150,000 dollar listing price.
Yeah.
So good activity. Homes are selling. We've got some great summaries for you. Pendings are down a little bit. We had 39 pendings total for this week, and that's down just a wee bit, but obviously we had 8 sales, so that makes a big difference, pendings turning into sales. And obviously sales were up double from what they were in the last 2 weeks.
And that's what we told you based upon last week when we saw the pendings. We said those are going to turn into sales.
Right.
And surely enough, this week.
Absolutely. And it's just been an exciting week to look back on and say, wow, things are happening here and things are cooking up for the summer. And we hope that you'll continue to watch this with us. And if you have some comments on it, you'll give us an email.
Yeah, put the comments down below the video. We want to hear from you. Let us know about the board if we need to get a bigger one for you. That's great. We'll do that. And just let us know kind of how we're doing on the show overall. If you have questions about the market specifically, you can put that in the comments section down there too. We will respond to every comment, and so we make that commitment to you. We are really enjoying doing this for you, keeping you informed about the market. We've really seen, since we've gone to this video blog portion, we've seen the numbers of people on and gathering this information has like tripled, almost quadrupled. And so we're just glad that you guys are out there and checking it out, and we want to be able to be as much of a resource as we can. So learning a little bit more about Rockwall, Texas together every day and keeping you informed on real estate. See you soon.